Rob Burnham, aka Preacher Man R&B, and this is another episode of Retro TV 91. This time I'm doing another movie reviews, and this time I'm reviewing Never Back Down. What this movie's about is about Jake Tyler, and he's from Iowa, and he's playing football, and he gets in a fight with a guy on the other team because the guy talks about his father, and what happened was his father was a drunk, and Jake was supposed to drive home, but his father took the keys away from him, and him and his father drove home, and his father ran into a tree, and Jake survived, but his father died. He got all this built-up anger from this, and people keep throwing it up in his face, and that's why he keeps getting in fights. Well, they moved to Florida because his brother has a tennis scholarship or whatever. Well, while they're in Florida, Jake tries to help this guy that's getting beat up, and he tries to help him, and this guy tells him not to help him because he's training for mixed martial arts or whatever. Well, he becomes friends with this guy, and he meets this girl, but I can't remember her name, but he meets this girl, and she invites him to this party. Well, he goes to this party, and Ryan has a fight with him and makes him fight and beats him up pretty bad. And now Jake's mad at this girl because she set him up and she was Ryan's girlfriend or whatever. And they get kind of close during the movie, and she winds up breaking up with Ryan and starts hanging out with Jake, and Ryan is steadily trying to goad Jake into a fight, and Jake starts training with the guy he was trying to help, and they're trained by this Brazilian jiu-jitsu master, and he lives in his dojo or whatever, and his only rule is you can't fight out of the dojo or you won't train no more. Well, Jake and them's training, and one day he gets real mad. Can't remember what he gets mad about, and his coach tells him to go home, and him and his friend drive off, and this guy and these guys in this yellow Hummer start honking at him, and Jake gets out and fights these guys, and it goes all over the internet, and his coach finds out and kicks him out and tells him never to come back. Well, him and his friend follow his coach to the grocery store, and he begs to get back, and he tells them about his father dying and everything, and his coach lets him come back. Well, after this, Jake finds out about the beatdown in this tournament of mixed martial artists in Florida, and they don't get the whereabouts of the tournament until the day before. So Jake's training again, and he's getting better, and he's becoming a better fighter, and the beatdown happens, and Jake's friend tells him about the beatdown. Jake said he doesn't want to have nothing to do with that, and then Ryan comes and beats him down in the bathroom at the beach or whatever, and after this, Jake says that he doesn't want to be a part of the beatdown or whatever, and then they jump Jake's friend and puts him in the hospital, and Jake goes to his coach, and his coach tells him if he does this that he's no longer in the gym, and Jake explains that that's the only way it's going to make it stop, and his coach realizes that this is what Jake's trying to do, is to make it stop, so he agrees to let him do this, and tells him that he controls the outcome. And Jake goes to the big down, and he makes it through the first, second, and he's at the third round, and Ryan's on the other bracket, and Ryan gets disqualified, so Jake taps out and quits, and he walks off. Ryan comes in behind him and is mad because he quit. He said this was never a part of it. I was never wanting to do the beatdown. I just wanted to fight you. They start fighting in the parking lot, and Jake winds up beating Ryan in front of everybody, and that's the end of the movie. If y'all ever watched Never Back Down, what did y'all like about it? As always, Preacher Man R&B signing out. Have you exhausted? It's been another episode of Retro TV 91. See y'all next time.